Hello everyone, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me. So today I'm medium excited because I'm trying out a whole new brand, which I don't think I've done for a really long time. And we are trying r.e.m Beauty by Ariana Grande. I said that really strange. I said her name really weirdly there. Now, I'm going to make this not as confusing as possible because I placed an order when the brand launched. I thought I'd better do it because people are going to want to see it. And also I received some PR from r.e.m Beauty. So what I'm going to do is, I always have my key on the screen, but let me just explain it very quickly. I have a hand which is like holding cash, and that means I bought it myself. I have a hand holding it a gift, which means it was a gift. And I have a hand with ad over top, which means it is a paid sponsorship. So that won't make an appearance in this video, but the gift and the paid for it myself will show up when I put each individual product on the screen. So you can see which one was gifted to me and which one I have purchased myself. So to be honest with you, there isn't much from the PR box I'm going to use, but we'll go into that. So let me just go into this by saying, I just want to do a disclaimer, right? I am not a fan of music in general. I'm a little bit older, so music now to me, I'm just like, ugh, it's not like it used to be in the 90s. So I'm very aware Ariana Grande is a very talented musician. Great, good for her. That's good news. What I'm trying to say is I'm not in any mind frame to be biased towards her or her team or the brand. So this is going to be a completely honest review. I have nothing to lose. I will clearly buy the product myself if it doesn't get sent to me anyway. And I don't expect it to be sent to me. That's why I ended up ordering and getting PR. So again, just before we get into it, if you're a huge fan of Ariana Grande and maybe I won't like one of these products, please don't take it as a personal attack on your life, okay? However, let's talk about first thoughts, right? Oh, just before getting into that today, my name's Robert. I'm a professional makeup artist here on YouTube and also in real life, and it's my goal to help you become a pro yourself or just someone who's good at makeup. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, then please do consider subscribing. Okay, let's just get it out in the open. When I first asked everyone what they thought about this brand, the main thing that came up a lot was the packaging. People were saying it looks like Kiko, it looks cheap, it looks like Claire's accessories, all this other stuff. And to be honest, I had to agree. I thought the packaging looked a little bit cheap. Or familiar almost, it looked very wholesale. I do have to say, however, receiving the actual product itself, this palette, for example, there are a few more details that perhaps make it a little bit more unique. This bump here, for example, the liquid eyeshadows are kind of cute. Like, I don't find anything wrong with that. The mascaras have this really nice, I quite like the packaging of this, and it's flat, so it will sit on the table and not roll off. And these lipsticks I find really cute as well, and we'll talk about this later. They do feel better in real life than what I would have imagined, and they look better in real life. Do they look impressive though? Not really, no. It does look kind of cheap. And looking at the products, there isn't really a product that stands out to me where I'm like, oh my god, I can't wait to try that. But again, we'll talk about that as we go through one by one. But you know what? It's not all about packaging. Perhaps they will perform really, really well. What I want to do quickly is just carve out my eyebrows. And then I'm interested in using one of these as an eyeshadow primer. Liquid eyeshadows tend to make really good primers, so we'll give that a go. Yeah, let me do my eyebrows very quickly. And you know what? I'm not going to like pencil them in or do anything because I want to laminate them in a minute. Not while I'm doing this, but at some point today. And I don't know why that means I can't. I don't know. Okay. I also want to add to this, I'm not the kind of person who's like offended by celebrities bringing out their own products. Like, it really doesn't bother me at all. Like when people are like, we didn't ask for this. You know what? There's a lot we didn't ask for over the past few years. Just in life in general. But you know what? It happens. But it's like when celebrities release their fragrance, it's like nobody said they want to smell like you, but here we are. And like, is it a cash grab? Cash will be made, so probably, but is that a bad thing? I don't know. Cash grab is a weird thing for me because I'm like, well, of course they want money from it. Like, why would you invest so much money in it? Doesn't bother me. Okay, so we have the shade Later in a liquid eyeshadow. Packaging's cute. I quite like this. I think this is very reasonable and okay. Doesn't really smell like anything, which is fine. What I'm going to do, I'll do a little bit on the lid here. And it will just blend that out like I would normally my eye primer. If something's long lasting like this, then it should make quite a nice base. Very easy to blend. It feels very smooth on the lid, actually, really smooth. Yeah, nice. Very nice, actually. This wasn't PR, this is my own. I bought this myself. I didn't get any liquid eyeshadows actually in the PR. I got like the mini PR, not like that big head. Oh, let me show you actually. So this is a box I got, and then it had like this in here. There's information on the product. It's actually it's a cute PR box, and then this, and then like all the stuff was inside here. So I'm just gonna give it a second to sit and do what it needs to do. It feels really comfortable on the eyes. I can't really feel it, and actually, I would actually go out the house without on my lids because it looks like my flesh tone. Okay, so I have two eyeshadow palettes. So the one I purchased myself is this one. This is Midnight Snack, which looks like this. It's kind of interesting. And then we have Baby Doll, which is this very neutral nude. I am going to mix the two together because there aren't necessarily colours in each palette. I'm like, they'll look great just by themselves. And then I do have another liquid eyeshadow, which I might try on top. I'll see actually later because that looks more silvery than I thought. I thought it was going to be a little bit more like luminous, you know? Okay, let's start with a nice neutral. Let's go through the lid. Do they have individual shades? I don't know. Okay, so let's start with this deeper brown on the outside corner here. And let's do just like, let's just do like a nice eye. It sounds a bit musky. Yeah, it blends nicely, actually. It has a really nice, like, it's got quite a good pigment to it. You can't go, like, too crazy with it, which is nice. Like, you're not going to get, like, a sudden rush of colour by accident, but then it's also not too lightweight. Just personal opinion, because I know not everybody likes, like, crazy colours, but I feel like it would have been cute to have, like, just a sudden spike of like, I don't know, like a neon green or something, quite like a purple, like that's quite vibrant or something in one of these palettes. But I do kind of understand from like a sales point of view and like a brand in general that this is kind of just laying down the basics for now, and perhaps maybe we'll get like summer collections or, you know, around two, whatever. Like I get that. So this is kind of like a nice basic shadow palette. So I want to take this, like this lighter neutral, and just halo what I've done. And bring that out a little bit here. And let's take that right in this inside corner here. Okay, I do think this eyeshadow needs a little bit of something else. Let's go into this more of a black shimmer, and let's use that along the outside corner. I'm just gonna grab a clean brush and blend that out. It's okay. Just here, I have a chicken pot mark here. That's why it looks like a sudden thing. So it's just my face. Can't really fix that. What I want to do, I just want to soften up that black. I'm going to go into this palette this time and use this kind of like, I guess it's like a dusky rose shade. And again, just halo that black. The black definitely spread a lot more than I thought it would. I was kind of like relying on it being the same kind of like depth and fullness as everything else, but it definitely went a little bit further. I only wanted a tiny bit in this corner. So I want to break up that black, so I'm going to use a bit of that burgundy right on this corner here, because I didn't really want it to be a wedge, you know. Okay, we'll fix up those outside corners with concealer in a bit, because obviously that's not the shape we really want. And let's go in with the other liquid eyeshadow. This is the shade Lab Coat. Oh yeah, that is a shade. Yeah, that's cute. Okay. I'm going to try, I really don't want to ruin this shadow with the black, so I'm going to try and very quickly go from the back of my hand to my lid. Okay, so, okay. Once that sets, it sets. I think I'm going to have to go from the applicator, but I don't want to put this applicator back in, so I'm going to have to clean it in between each time because I don't want to get the black eyeshadow in the actual thing, you know? Okay, so what I'm finding is that it isn't very... How do I explain? I can't, once I do a layer, I'm trying to then pat another bit on top, but it's almost wiping away what is there underneath. It's almost not buildable in any way. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to let that dry completely and do the other side. And then I'm going to go in again with more. So hopefully once it's set and dry, then I can, you know, build up a little bit more. It's difficult. It's a difficult shadow, this one. I don't know if you can see, but when I tap on top, it's almost making it patchier. Okay, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm going to give it even more time because I did use a high-end product the other day that did exactly this. So it's not like, I don't think it's the quality of a product. Maybe it's just like a formula thing. I'm going to do concealer under the eye, finish up under the eyes, and then we will do another layer and see how we go. Okay, let's go for this like deeper burgundy shade under the eye. So I'm gonna use that black shade on the outside corner here. This just got in my eye. God, they really are like dusty. So just do be aware, there's a lot of dust involved with those eyeshadows. Okay, so I'm going to try another layer of this eyeshadow on top of where we've done already. I'm actually just going to use an applicator and tap, tap, tap. I don't know if you can see, it's already like gone all patchy in there. I can't get that. I can't get this to sit. Come on, come on, come on. I really want this to work because I really like the colour. Okay, okay. Stay like that, stay like that. Okay, so the difference there is I literally just wiped it on instead of tapping. So let's do that again. This side. Wipe, wipe. Yes. Honestly, I think I've used like so much of this already. You know what? I give up. I've tried it from the applicator, I've tried it with a brush, I've tried letting it set. And listen, don't come at me with like, no, you're meant to apply it like this. I've used many liquid eyeshadows in my lifetime and my career, and I've never had quite like this. So let's not do that. Let's just accept it for what it is, hey? Let's be real. If we're making a brand for anyone, just anyone, it shouldn't be that hard to make a product work for you. It's extremely patchy. It dries down, but it's just so patchy. I don't like that, actually. I think what I'm wanting from it is something it can never give, and I'm wanting a solid color. You know, like I want it to be completely solid. Maybe I'll let it dry and I'll try putting a powder on top to see how that goes. Okay, let me do foundation and then we can get onto lipstick and the highlighters and the glosses, which I'm actually really excited to try. So let me just whack on foundation quickly. Okay, cool. Okay, so these look kind of interesting. These are the highlighter topper. This is Miss Venus, which I purchased, and then I purchased Miss Saturn as well, which I don't think I'm going to use because I think it may be a little bit whatever. And then they sent Miss Neptune in the PR package. Look at this. Look at how terrible and patchy that is. Oh, I really wanted that to work as well because it looked really, really nice. We'll fix it. We'll fix it. Yeah, I really wanted this one, but it was sold out when it came to it. I'm probably not going to use this on my face as much as I wanted it. So let's try Miss Venus as the highlighter today. And I'm gonna let's start with a soft brush just to kind of gauge how the strength of the highlight first. Oh, it's quite literally yellow. Okay. I want to try Miss Saturn on the other side then, see how that is. Okay, I'm gonna... Okay, here's the deal. Let's use Miss Saturn here. That's what that is, right? Yeah. Okay, so let's just use that in like the basic highlight places. It's, oh, I can't stop looking at that eyeshadow. Okay, so the highlight is a little bit strange. I think the more I kind of buff and work it in, I like it. I do like this on my skin tone, the Mist Satin, as like this kind of like very subtle, almost like bronzy shine almost. You know what, I'm gonna have to give those a minute and just kind of see. Yeah. Okay, let's talk about these lipsticks. I have to be honest. I love packaging, right? That's why I wasn't very impressed by a lot of this. Not packaging like, oh, I just love packaging, how packaging's made. I mean, I love it. If something's in cute packaging, I absolutely adore it. That's why when I was looking at this packaging, I was a little bit underwhelmed. But I do have to say I really, really like this. You know why? Because it's just really cute. It kind of magnifies the lipstick on the top here. And it looks like a little lipstick in a little like space. I think that's really cute. I really, really like that. I think it's really different. It's got that metallic clip. It's a little bit thicker than most lipsticks, but I think that's so adorable. This is bubbly. I just got 2 nudes. And then we have roller skates, which is more like a peachy nude. You know what I want to do actually first, before we do the lipstick, should we try the glosses? So I bought a clear gloss, but I was also sent one as well. What I really, really want to try is this combination. So we have the Plumping lip gloss in Away Message and the Plumping lip gloss Jelly Sandals, which is like a glitter. So I want to use the Away Message first, and then, oh, and it's a squeezy tube. Okay, cute. And then we'll try the shimmery one on top. Smells good. Smells really nice, actually. And just so I don't spoil the end here, I'm just going to squeeze a little bit of my hand and just get a brush and put on the Jelly Sandals shade. Oh. What if I was to just... It's kind of stringy. And I didn't use that much. Very stringy. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going to take it off. Suck it, look. I hate it. I can't stand it. I need to fix it. Okay, let me just take off this gloss quickly. I was expecting a little bit more colour from this one, considering there is a clear version. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use one of the lipsticks, and then I'm going to use the, what's it called again? Jelly Sandals? Jelly Sandals shade on top of that lipstick, just to add a little bit of like shine. Okay, what should we try? I want to try maybe the one with a little bit more pink to it. So let's try Bubbly. It smells like the gloss a little bit, actually. That's fine. It went on really smoothly. I think it's a bit too pink for me though, so I just want to try the other one because that was more of like a peachy nude. But it went on really, really nicely, really smooth. Felt incredibly soft as well, so that was nice. I liked that. I just think it's so cute, that little lipstick just peeping out the top there. So sweet. Okay. Yeah, that's more my shade because it's absolutely nothing. I love it. I'm gonna use the Jelly Sandals shade first. Like finish, that topper. And then I'm only gonna put it on certain parts of my lip. So here. And then Cupid's bow just slightly underneath. And then I'm going to take the clear one, Plumping. Everything's plumping. Can I get something not plumping? I'm so sensitive. Just wipe off what's on this brush. My lips are burning somewhere. Oh, this is a spicy one. Oh, that is plumping indeed. Okay, so let me just finish up the eyes and let's go in with a pencil, which is now covered in every eyeshadow I've ever used. And this is just the Kohl eyeliner pencil in Midnight Black. And it is a wind up, and then you have a little sharpener in the bottom there as well, if you need it. Very nice, very easy, very comfortable to use. Okay, let's go for lashes. I'm actually going to use the lashes I was gifted. These are called Grown in Show, which is this one. Oh, the mascara. Okay, cool. The Volumizing Mascara. So this is quite a cool brush. So it has those little indents, and those little indents, if like most mascaras with indents like that, kind of hold and store the mascara. So as you comb through, more product is going to get deposited in certain areas. So it's going to give that illusion of plumper lashes. That's quite clever. I quite like that. And you know what? This actually feels quite... I love when you use mascara and it almost feels like as you go to kind of like take it away, it almost feels like it has a slight grip on the lash, which I quite like as well. This does have a potential to be quite clumpy, however, I can see. But as long as you're careful. I always say start from the bottom, zigzag through, zigzag as you lift up and roll forward and zigzag through. These lashes look really, really nice. I like the little wispiness on the outside corner there. I can imagine though, they do look like, you know, wispy and you know, quite long, but I can't imagine them looking very intense when they're on the eye. So that's quite good for some people. I know not everyone likes that huge, like, drama lash, you know? Okay, I think I've gone as far as I can go with this eyeshadow. I really want to go in there and try and do something else, but I really don't think anything's going to work. So I'm just going to set with a powder. I'm going to go slightly over the highlight just to kind of like, because it is quite yellow, I just want to kind of like combine it, blend it with everything else. Okay, so that was a full face of r.e.m. Beauty. See, this side looks fine. It's when you see the creasing and that like fallout, that crackly, crusty eyeshadow, it's not so great. Okay, let's quickly break it down. Eyeshadow palettes. Hate the packaging. It's okay. It's not a big deal. Really great shades, really useful. Great if like you're not really like, I don't know, maybe good as a gift to a younger person who's just starting out in makeup. That would be really cute. But their eyeshadows, they blend fine. They work absolutely fine together. Liquid eyeshadows. This one was a really great primer. I don't really have any creasing anywhere else, so that's really nice. I'll use it on my lids as normal. This, I don't even know where to begin. I think, again, maybe I'll try it in a second chances video. Maybe just tapping it onto the lid with maybe like a nice neutral kind of like socket line or something like that. So we'll give this one another go, but for now I'm not recommending you do something like this with it. The lashes are really, really nice. They're very lightweight, like you can hardly see them, and they just have that nice little flick to them. Really cute. I think they're really, really nice. The lip gloss is fine. Nothing amazing. Lipsticks are really nice, go on really smoothly, really gently, and I love the packaging. I think they look like cute little space lipsticks. I actually really like the mascara. I like the kind of grip it had on the lash as it pulled through. It's mascara. I don't think my lashes are crappy anyway, so I really don't think my reviews of mascaras are that worthwhile because I had terrible lashes. I need to get them permed or something. But it's a good mascara. Eye pencil, really nice, really smooth application. The highlighter toppers, really strange, really weird. I don't know. I feel like if I got a nice shade for me, I think I would really like them. It does kind of give, actually now it's kind of died down a little bit. It does give a nice glow to the skin. So I do wish the texture was a little bit smoother. They are quite powdery. You can kind of see a kick up of powder as you go to use it. But other than that, it's fine. Did I miss something out? Yeah, everything's fine. Once these are finished as products, would I then rush out and hurry to top them up? I don't think so. Well, thank you so much for joining me. I'd love to know your opinions below. Have you tried r.e.m. Beauty already? R.e.m? r.e.m? Whatever you want to call it, let me know. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you very soon. And like I said, keep an eye out on my like second chances videos, because products like this, but I feel like I can get it. I feel like we can make it work. I do use them again, and usually they are more successful when I'm trying it a different way. But we tried it as many ways as we could in this video. It'll be interesting to see it more natural. Maybe with a gloss over would look really cute. But yeah, anyway, thank you so much. I'll see you very, very soon. Bye.